Welcome to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, gents. 105, you guys.
Another tasty voodoo.
Dude, it is. That is
Very citrusy.
Is this like a haze? Is it what's the
Danger Peach IPA. Just listed as an IPA, but this is not a West Coast by any means. It just says it's an IPA, like just a regular, but it's very Citra forward.
Very dangerous.
Well, that and like
Woke up feeling dangerous.
look at the color though too.
I know. Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
know.
not-
Which it plays on the flavor profile a lot more than it would just like a straight hoppy West Coast, right? Because
Right.
those are more like copper in color or like
You can see through it, I would say.
more so
Where
traditionally.
this is way more hazy, a little bit more hazy, I guess. I don't know what
I agree with that. Mhm.
Milky color. I don't know.
It's yummy.
It is very good. So it drinks out of 7-1. Our boys out of Fort Collins, Colorado. I know that one without looking at the can.
So this one came from, it's called the Tropical Mix Pack. So we had the Mango 1985.
That one.
We've had that on the pod. That was
about a month ago we had it.
Yeah.
So then there's this one, another one that we'll have next pod. Like I think it's called Liquid
Hey.
Paradise.
Preview.
And then there's obviously the Tropical Fruit Force that's the 9%er that's absolutely illegal to be 9% because it tastes so good.
The tropical and the fruit force are pretty ridiculous when it comes to the flavor profile that they give you at 9%.
9% it tastes like.
Tastes like a carbonated orange juice.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
So this can's pretty sweet. He's in like a vehicle. I love that they kept the Ranger across all of it. That's, pretty consistent for
Styling.
the cans. Yeah, pretty neat. Check it out. They'll be up on Instagram here in a little bit.
Well, yeah, because remember Trev had the wrestlers?
Yeah,
Remember the wrestlers were on the one cans?
and we tried that out. Same pod. We did a taste comparison.
Yeah, that was dude, Voodoo killing it, man. Obviously, our guys up there, middle of the road or middle of the wall.
Well, yeah, dude, he deserves to be focused up on.
But totally just another great beer by them.
Yeah, one of my favorite.
It's going to be pretty easy to
It
drink
is.
at 7%.
As a big brewery, not like your microbrews, it is definitely one of my favorite bigger breweries for sure.
Well, now, are you speaking on the entirety of New Belgium, or are you just referring to the Voodoo Ranger line?
New Belgium and just New Belgium.
New Belgium is great. The voodoo line, especially.
The Voodoo line has been outrageous. Well, because Sierra Nevada went to the little big.
The little thing.
Little thing line. Everybody's kind of gone to like another line. Voodoo, I think, is easily the best.
Well, it's amazing how many different flavors you can capture based off of the back. Most of them are IPAs.
Yeah. Their catalog is great, though.
Whether it's hazy or just a normal IPA or whatever you want to. I don't know. That doesn't say it's hazy, but it sure seems like a hazy to me.
The body of it screams haze to me. The notes of citrus far over the hop at 7.1. At 7.1, so it's going to go down a lot quicker. We might have to pull one of them dark beers because I'm pretty thirsty this morning. Yeah.
Anybody have anything new as of late? I have not. I drank more Guinness, Coors Light.
I
cooked at home.
I killed some Tentor and some long drinks with you, and then we had the peanut butter stout, which was delicious. Lee Dog, shout out, but nothing new. The only new stuff I really explore anymore is like, because I try not to drink during the week right now. That's kind of where my regiment's at. So like, even if I go out to eat, I'm trying to drink water or like with it rather than a beer, which I know sounds crazy because I host a podcast about beer, but
we did a lot of cooking at home this week.
Smart.
Nice.
Money saver, man. I am such an advocate of grocery shopping and utilizing that because an average meal, as much as we love talking about new places in town and kind of going out, dude, especially for you because you're a family of at least 3, right? Then I mean, you're talking even 2 grown adults. If my dad can go out, or if like Trev and I link up or whatever, that's $60-$70 for the meal and then a drink or 2.
Especially when you have a couple of brewskis.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, because we're not drinking Coors Light when we're going out. If I'm having a beer at dinner,
yeah, you're having a nice
I'm
beer.
having like a nicer
$10
beer.
beer, an $8 to $10 beer. Like, yeah.
If not more.
Yeah.
Depending on the place you're at.
Yeah, Reno Public Market's like
dude,
one of those places. It's too overpriced.
I don't go there.
I like their selection, but for what you pay $20 some odd for a little bowl. everything's just kind of like they're not. It's good food, but it's overpriced. It's because
that
the
and
markup.
the drinks, as I'm talking to.
Oh, sure, at the bar. The markup on the property there has got to be fucking bonkers. It's why 50-50, even though they've had their sign up, has not committed in 18 months or 2 years or whatever the hell it's been. I would be amazing to have 50-50 right there. I'd walk down there and get beer all the time.
Hell yeah.
So good. Anyway. Sorry to shit on you, Reno Public Market. It's just because the rent spaces are so high. So boo on the the realtor there.
Yeah, come on, make it more affordable.
Yeah,
everybody
dude.
wins.
And then exactly, yes.
Well, they just had an article. McDonald's, was it McDonald's and Wendy's? I think it was McDonald's.
Merging.
No. Which I don't know when they came to this. I came to this 3 years ago that they're just too overpriced. McDonald's is going to drop down a couple different meals.
I like
Wendy's
does the well, they've
bags.
upped their biggie bags now, which is they're no longer $5 to $6. They're $7 and $6, but they're still good value. Agreed, still good value.
But it is like crazy. Like we've talked about it. You could almost go to Boley's, Flowing Tide.
You might as well.
Of those places
You're spending
a couple.
You're spending
more.
$10 to $12 more at the most.
Yeah, you can probably a lot of that stuff.
If you don't have a beer,
price is that much different.
If you don't have a beer and you get a large meal, dude, you're at like $13, $14.
Especially if you hit the Tide during happy hour, bro, and you get those $7 apps. You get a couple of those, like you're full.
Even for lunch, you can go hit like Boley's has like the they're like
$9, $10, $11 deals or whatever it is,
or even a chicken Caesar wrap for like $10. When I'm paying, and I get a good thing of fries, and I usually get a water. But dude, you're paying $2 less at a place like that than going to a fast food place.
Better food,
dude. I crave fast food though sometimes.
Well, fast food I don't really crave. It's just convenient. It's just quicker.
It is super convenient. Drive-throughs are something different sometimes,
Yeah.
But
if you have time to sit down, Flowing Tide, always all day, like all those places over the fast
But it
food.
is amazing the margins and the difference of the cost because back in the day, the whole thing.
Look how young he
damn, no
picture.
kidding.
Angela just sent me that. Look how young
that's
he
adorable,
looks in that
dude. That's super cute. Shout out, Gray. But
missing hella teeth now.
Given he's a crazy little man. Yeah, given the margin of like you used to be able to go to Taco Bell with like $4 to $6 and get like 3 burritos.
I used to budget like for my senior year or whatever when I was eating food because of wrestling I couldn't eat.
Okay.
Like $6 a day.
Sure.
Was enough.
And we had it planned out where you could go. Remember Burger King would on like Tuesdays you'd have 2 chicken sandwiches for $5 or something. Yeah. Or on this day you have this. We could go eat $6 and for like almost a meal too. Maybe $7 at most if you wanted to large exercise your shit.
Yeah, when we were in high school, they had 39-cent cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
If you had
that was one place we never went though.
If you had $6 and went to Jack in the Box, dude, they had 99-cent chicken sandwiches and 2 tacos for $1. You could get like 3 items. You get 3 or 4 items.
And the Jumbo Jack used to be 99 cents.
It used to be like $1.29. Yeah.
And then, or you go to Taco Bell, you get 2 the chicken gordita, the chicken chalupas for $1.39. Dude, but the 2 of those, because they're so thick, would fill you up. And
what happened to our fast food market, man?
Well, it's just what's happened to everything.
You know what I also think it is they've made it so much more like the consumerism. Well, not healthy necessarily, but it's just so normalized. Like fast food used to be kind of like the secondary option, and now it's like the go-to for a lot of people, right?
They're marketed it well to this newer generation. Especially.
Dude.
There is like it's not just a lunchtime for us, like people that are working and running over to get food. It's become. There are families.
Some people eat every day. A different, whether it be Jack in the Box, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's. Yep. There's a bunch of them, and
I'll throw in all the pizza places too.
Ooh, if you want to, I could classify that. Shout out to Domino's for the $7 mediums, though. What's
dude? That's because you can buy a ton of those.
Yeah, you could get like 4 of those. Yeah, and you're ready to rock.
So yesterday, Nevada ends up winning against Connecticut to win the U.S. Little League World Series.
Hey, now.
They're from Vegas, but we'll give them a shout because they still wearing the
Hell
NV.
Yeah.
Little cheers to that, boys. Cheers
to Nevada, baby.
Today they play who, Charlie?
They play Chinese Taipei in the final.
Dude, that'd be
halfway
sick.
through this, guys.
That'd be sick to get a dub. I'll have to run and grab one here in a minute.
That's really good. That's like
as it opens up, it's way citrusy, right?
Right, and almost,
It's
but it's
more
like
Is it more lemon? You get lemon
for sure. But it also borders on since it's a hazy. It's juicy. It's
dude,
super juicy. Like the body reminds me of juice.
You don't
like,
get any hops.
Yeah, a little bit. You do like
a little bit, but not much. Like it's all you felt, ladies and gents. It's like I'm telling you, this tropical pack is amazing.
It's like a lesser version of the Tropical Force, is what it reminds me of. It's like 2% less because the Trop is 9. This is 7. It's kind of got the same flavor profile now that I think about it.
You want to start the night off quick? Crush a tropical hazy, brother. 9% in your face.
In your face. I shout out to. We'll give
dude,
it one more.
Are you going to when you guys leave here? Are you guys jumping on to watch this? You're in the background because it's supposed to tip off at first pitch is at noon, right?
Oh, I'll put it on.
I'll have it
for
on.
Sure.
I'll have it on in the background.
Yeah.
Rotate back to it. There's nothing else really on today. I mean, A's Mariners is a 1:00 game.
Oh, we got an afternooner?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check on that. But that's that's splitting the series 1-1. Dude, me and Chuck have watched two
really good
Mariners.
Really good. Yeah, shout out to that.
Because Friday Chuck came over and we watched the pod, trying to make changes. Hopefully,
we're going to be updating
better.
some shit, man. We got some things in the works, y'all. Stay with us.
We talked to Josh about getting different
More
memorabilia.
merch.
So maybe when we do this, we're looking about doing a studs list. Shit list has been kind of redone. Zach probably needs to redo it again. It's kind of
jumbled.
It's not finished.
We're working on it.
But we're going to go stud list maybe over Charlie's shoulder in that empty space there. And we'll talk about, once that's up, we'll go over the rules of the stud list. But yeah, so little change had happened, but we were watching, and then we watched a great Mariner A's game on Friday night.
Killer.
And then yesterday watched another great baseball game.
First game was 3-2 me. Second game was 2-1 him. It was
first pitch is 110, Charlie, on that one.
110. Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
Dude,
then I'll definitely be watching that.
I'm 11 games under 500, boys. I just want to get close to 500. Right now, the way that I know we're like in the middle of
81 and 81 when you're not projected to be a good team is not a bad mark.
Got a lot of young guys coming up. Charlie saw some of the young guys this week, so I'm stoked. Charlie's offense has got to find something to keep.
Yeah, I was going to say because your pitching staff has been
not good.
Stifling.
We'll go over stats
so far.
We'll go over stats probably next week or the week after. Probably the week after because next week's going to be a jam-packed football pod.
Yeah, for real though.
Because we maybe next week. But literally, we were talking, me and Charlie, while we're watching these games. The A's are top 5 in almost every hitting category, and they're bottom 3 in every pitching category.
So it's clear what side needs to be
addressed.
Addressed.
Yeah.
I kind of felt similar about my Giants last year. I felt like they were ahead of schedule, and this year just didn't really come together.
No, Chappie, as you got the ball head, you can't see, which we're going to make stands for these. He's been kind of hurt all year.
Plus, both the Padres and the Dodgers have played pretty fucking well this season.
Who won that game yesterday?
The Pods did.
The Pods got the win on that game. Okay. We were watching that game too. We had Dodgers, Padres on too, going at Little League World Series. We had a lot of football. We had a lot of baseball.
Well, it's the thick of the sports network with when football launches, and then when basketball comes back too. That's our dream. That's our season. That's the best.
September is one of my favorites. September, October for me is one of my favorites because football's starting. Right. But baseball playoffs are
coming, and then basketball gets going.
Yeah, I know.
And hockey. All
I got the MVP in the fucking yellow and purple this year.
They just shout out. Today's actually Kobe Day, 8/24. They dropped a special edition Nike jersey just this morning.
Kobe and Michael Jordan's card that we looked at the other day. That 1 of 1.
Estimated for like $6 million, wasn't it?
It went for 12.9.
Oh, it went for 12.9.
It sold last night. And we looked it up. It was estimated $6 million. It's a 1 of 1 Kobe, Michael.
Doubled. Yeah, and it's only like a 6, right? It's only rated at a 6 or something.
Trev will try
it's a 101, man.
Trev will try to. Maybe I can send it to Trev and he can put it up on our Instagram. But it's a sick card
if you can.
Yeah,
I'll put it posted.
Dude, check us out, you guys. Like we're saying, we're working on things for y'all, man. We're honing in our craft and we're gonna get fucking better. We're gonna get a camera. We've been talking about this for weeks. We gotta link with you, lady. Yep. Okay.
So yesterday, all the sports that we watched between Little League World Series, multiple baseball games. Guess what else happened yesterday, boys?
Big Week 0.
Only one ranked game, but it was just good to have college football back. Our friend Josh was over after golf. because we golfed yesterday morning. We watched a Fresno State game. We watched a Hawaii Stanford game. The only game we didn't get was the big one, the Iowa State, Kansas State game.
Well, that was 9 a.m.
Yeah,
so
and we were golfing at that point.
I listened to it, and then I came home after the gym, and I watched the later half of it. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are thinking Iowa State's going to be the Big 12 team, so maybe that's a team to keep your eye on.
Well, they were close to last year. They kind of came out of nowhere and had themselves a pretty good year. They were one game away from making their conference championship. So, I mean,
they've kind of always had some sneaky teams throughout.
Mr. Brock Purdy was,
Well, that, and then you had those other Iowa State teams. I can't remember.
He had Brees Hall. Was
had some weapons there.
Well, he was the Brock Purdy year,
right?
But
good coaching.
You've always seen Iowa State kind of flash.
They're the wafflers,
kind of flashing out. Okay. That's because you get those senior laden Iowa State teams. That's what happens.
God, it was so nice to turn on. Like in college football, I know preseason, baby. If you're playing, you playing. Everything matters.
Breathe it in.
Yeah, for real. Because we're about to be swallowed up in football coverage, and that's amazing. It's the best. It's the best. It is. It's the best. Storylines write themselves.
Well, that and we've been lucky. Trev hasn't necessarily been, which we'll get into some of that stuff later. But some of the injuries, it's nice to not see some of the big injuries. Like we really haven't had like Rashawn Slater, one of the biggest. We haven't seen like a receiver, a running back, cross your fingers, or a quarterback go down yet from any team. So, we're still getting, like the Joe Burrows through all the games. We're still getting a Jordan Love through all the games.
If somebody goes down at QB, do you think Kirk Cousins is the first phone call?
Well, we just had a deal today. I know we're jumping in the NFL a little bit while we're talking about college football, but Wentz got signed by the Vikings, and they traded Howell to the Eagles. I couldn't believe Wentz was still back. I couldn't believe Wentz was still out there. That kind of did surprise me a little bit. We'll get in that in football. But week 0 started. That was cool. I think the Hawaii-Kansas State game is big because that's Big 12, right? You had the Western Kentucky and Sam Houston State's Conference USA.
That was fun.
But I do think the Hawaii win in Hawaii over Stanford is maybe the biggest win on the board, I would say. Kansas beating Fresno State. Kansas quarterback is 6-year senior.
He looked really good yesterday. He really did.
They couldn't stop him the first so many drives.
And he had enough just to wait for that crosser route, and everybody on Kansas was just faster. They were just a faster team. Like, you can't teach speed. They outran everything.
The defensive line, 97. Shout out to 97-8. The Fresno State offensive line alive.
And Fresno couldn't tackle, dude. They could not tackle. First impact was never a sure thing. Like,
well, as a cornerback trying to hit some of these running backs with their shoulders, they weren't actually trying to wrap up.
Isn't that day one tackling? I hate it when you watch corners try to tackle like that.
What do you guys think biggest game yesterday was? You think it was the ranked game?
Yeah, it was. It was Iowa State,
that
Kansas
one's the one
State.
that has the implications.
Exactly.
Even though Hawaii is a bigger upset, I don't know.
I would say those are the only two that would even be really, categorized as such. But
yeah, I kind of just feel bad for Stanford. And Cal should not be in the ACC.
Also, how stupid is that? If they would have just fucking stayed, they'd be in the Pac-12 this year.
If I was anybody in Berkeley, I would have such a hard time buying anything that said ACC on it, dude. Like, there's no way. Like,
it was a bad decision.
They need to, and if the Pac-12 is reestablishing, they need to find a way to pull out of the ACC and then be the marquee names in the Pac-12.
You would have had 4 of the originals. You'd have brought in Boise State, Fresno State, San Diego State, which all have had good teams. All 3 of those teams have had good teams in the past. So they compete. Now you at 7, right? And then you bring in your 8th instead of reaching to get Texas State, Colorado State went there too.
I'm fine with giving the younger or the smaller programs the opportunity to build a conference. I'm fine with that. I just think that
I think you're reaching at that point to get.
I still think it makes more sense for those marquee teams to pull. It just makes travel easier. It makes now. I don't think the Pac-12 is going to be recognized as a Power 5, immediately because those teams aren't. So that's probably the biggest problem.
It's an upgraded Mountain West.
Right. Basically. Sure.
But yeah, we're so soft in the West as far as a football conference with the Pac-12 dissolving.
Right, of course.
That's why
because the Big Ten schools aren't going to pull back out. USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington aren't going anywhere.
That's why you need Stanford and Cal to stay. You really needed them to stay.
Yeah.
And when you look at the other conferences,
because you will get, you're talking, Oregon State and Washington State are obviously inherently going back to the Pac-12.
Right. So
okay, that's what you meant by
so you needed Stanford and Cal to stay, and it would have been like so much more. Like, look at Cal almost beat Miami last year, right?
They should have. Oh, they absolutely should have. They had them on the ropes.
You're adding Stanford. You're adding Cal, like to a Boise State, Fresno State, San Diego State. Now you have like an okay conference.
You can start legitimizing that.
Correct.
I agree with that.
I think you can legitimize it more than reaching for. Like I would have to is Colorado State one? I'd have to look up who the other teams are.
You guys, I love that we have a podcast about beer because I'm enjoying this immensely.
Dude, Voodoo Ranger hitting home runs,
and then
bro.
we're gonna go dark on the back end, bro. We got some stouts coming up. Stout and a porter. The porter is the Imperial. I'm sorry, I know I'm going down the rabbit hole now.
Hey, now we'll get to that.
Hey now.
So
105.
let's do some preview in the next week.
Preview. Oh, dude, yeah. This is really where it gets going.
Two massive, and I'm talking massive games next week. Texas Ohio State at 9 a.m. Pacific. Clemson, LSU at 4:30.
Let me ask you something.
Big time.
Let me ask you something.
Big time.
Are the old school schedule makers like rolling over in their graves right now? Like, you don't do this. You don't put 1v3 on week 1.
Well, I don't know because I'm pretty sure Ohio State and Clemson. I'm pretty sure Ohio State and USC played each other back-to-back years when they were both pretty high.
There has usually been some good
right
openers.
around that in the Pete Carroll era, like after the Lionheart, like with Darnold and with
Leinart? Wait, no,
it was after. It might have been Sanchez that actually got Ohio State. Yeah. But there was back-to-back years where Ohio State USC did a week 1 like home and home.
But also talking about schedules, SEC agreed to do 9 conference games.
Correct.
As opposed
to
what are they already
8.
playing? Oh, okay, so they're adding another one.
Well, they should.
Yeah, they should.
You have fucking 800 teams in your conference.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
All the other conferences.
Sorry, hon. There's the F word.
Was that the first one?
That's the first one.
Okay, well, we're going to try to get some more by the end of the month.
All the other power conferences play 9, so this makes it more uniform, and I think it's
okay. Fair.
Give us
good.
Another good game every week.
That's very true.
Big game number 3. I wish was on Saturday, but it's actually on Sunday. Is Notre Dame at 6 playing 10 Miami.
Ooh,
first seeing the CJ Carr kid. First seeing Carson Beck in that uni. So that's another big game. Because we don't have a 1 o'clock game. Alabama, Florida State. I mean, there's a ton of 1 o'clock games. Your biggest 1 o'clock game is Florida State and Alabama. Bama should literally. I mean, they're starting a first-time quarterback 2 this year, but it's 8 versus unranked. If you look at the 1 o'clock, that's why I'm so irritated. Texas, Ohio State should have been 1. LSU and Clemson should have been.
I mean, Alabama, Florida State could be good.
I don't know, Trev. Come on, give me. You're just saying that.
I'm hoping for some good football. There's usually
there's gonna be good football because you're gonna get another.
It's better
team.
Than Alabama playing, fucking Southeast Crapburg State.
Well, is there any difference with Florida State?
Yeah, I think so. I think that. Yes, I think so.
I mean,
I'm not giving Florida State an immense amount of credit, but
Virginia Tech, South Carolina, I don't know. Both of those games they could be good, but they probably won't be for the afternoon. But still, those 3 ranked games,
they're pretty big, man.
Top 25 teams going against each other out of the gate. Those are all must watch.
Kansas State's got to watch out though. They actually run into North Dakota. And you just lost to Iowa State. You can't
North Dakota or North Dakota State?
Just North Dakota, but you still got to be careful in those. You just lost. You can't go losing week 1, otherwise you're done. Like, you're going to fall anyway in the rankings because you lost this week. You know,
it was close on a neutral site. So, I mean, they will fall out, but they won't fall super far.
No,
it was only 24-21.
They'll fall to 21, and Iowa State will probably jump to 17.
That's right, because that's flip. Okay. That's fair. Fair.
My guess is they'd flip.
That's probably pretty close to accurate.
Other than that, I mean, you got a lot of those games that Trev was talking about, or that Chuck referenced, Krappenberg State. You got Texas Tech is playing Arkansas Pine Bluff. Ole Miss is playing Georgia State.
No, we don't need to go down none of that. We don't need to go over the
I'm just
dribble.
saying, Arizona is playing Northern. Like, come on. Like, we need to get away from that.
Well,
that needs to stop.
The 2:30, I mean, we got Boise and South Florida. That might be all right. That could be a good game, actually.
But isn't that on Thursday? That's on
USF
Thursday.
normally plays
but that's on
above
Thursday.
their
oh, you're right. That is on Thursday.
Thursday's got like
That's
10
the-
games.
She's got like 16.
Yeah.
There's some that aren't really like, well, and that's the best thing about college football, man. Is
You
that,
have all
like,
your small conferences.
you have
open up
so
on
many.
Thursday.
If you just like football, you can
got
watch
football.
it. Yeah, you got it for sure. Like, and a lot of times those smaller schools can have that spark, and they'll give you a good game or two. You can watch a lot of shit football. Don't get me wrong, but like,
right, like the Western Kentucky, Sam Houston State.
Sure.
You can find games like that where you're like, holy shit.
it's entertaining.
It's Fresno State, San Diego State. And it's 35-35
D1
in the third
ball,
quarter.
dude.
Right.
It's D1 ball. More often than not, it looks pretty good. There are some times where you watch football and you're like, oh my god, neither of these teams have any idea what the fuck to do. Like, I could coach these kids.
Yeah, you like have a lot of that crap. You have a lot of the Kraftenberg State stuff as I'm looking at this list.
I love though that I mean, in a way though, it's big for those programs. So I get why the younger or those smaller programs do that. It's a way to get money and establish.
Nevada at Penn State.
What is
30
that?
games gonna be
What is
7.
that?
Take the fuck. Take Penn State, dude. That's gonna be bad.
Oh my lord.
You have UTSA versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M better be off their.
I would say the Roadrunners. The Roadrunners have been competitive.
You better be competitive. You could lose a game like that. And it could
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those are the ones you can't lose. What they call like the bracket fours, right? Like the ones that you just cannot lose. Like anybody can justify an upset if it's within reach, but if you're talking like 2 to 3 conferences down and like, man, college football, there's a separation mostly in bottom to top.
I'm interested here in a minute where we're all going to land in our top 12. We Charlie wanted to push it, so we pushed it. So here in a minute,
now
we're going to
I
do the
have
top
it written
12.
down, so I'm a lot more composed about what I want to say. I feel like these 12 actually have a shot of doing something similar to what I'm talking about.
They also are supposed to be making a change to how they have teams ranked, adding the computer aspect a little bit more as far as strength of schedule goes, and like your opponents is even in a loss, like how tough your.
It's how a lot of teams were judged back in the day. A lot of teams. It's how the BCS was computer and human, almost 50-50, right?
So the rankings should be slightly different this year. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah. Should we get into our
I think
top
we're here.
12?
I think we're here.
Should we start at 12 and go up, or should we start at 1 and go down?
I think we should start at 12 and go up. No,
Okay.
well, I think there's going to be more mystery.
At the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I say we start at 12 and go up.
Okay, all right. I'm okay with that.
I got my
I
paper.
didn't even rank my guys. So
Well, Trev, you
we're
better
doing
get
it on the
fucking
fly.
ranking.
Doing it on the fly.
All right, number 12 for everybody. I will start.
No,
we the
we'll just
same?
go we'll just run down the rows we normally do.
I'm Boise State. I
Same.
think that, and I think that them being ranked 25 to start off with is a huge sign
Advantage.
of we're not going to let a Boise State or a smaller school be ranked up higher, so we can slow their fucking drive, so we don't have to explain why they're at number 8 or whatever. I think that's a huge thing of it.
Okay.
I mean, when I look at like the non-power conferences, I feel like Boise's the strongest team. They have I think the best returning quarterback as far as how he's played thus far. And you only have like the one guaranteed most likely loss against Notre Dame in Notre Dame. Other than that, the other games are all winnable.
Yeah. Charlie, 12?
Arizona State. ASU. I think that they're going to be competitive in the Big 12. I have a different team winning the Big 12 in front of them. So
Hey now.
I do think that they're still going to make it on the back end, though.
I did have 2 Big 12 teams making it. Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh my God.
I didn't. I only had 1. I had
Okay.
2 ACC teams making it.
Okay, me too.
Weird. I don't.
Oh, sure.
Number
It's
11.
Yeah,
I'm
keep
going
climbing.
with Miami.
Okay.
Miami's my second team. They sneak in.
Okay.
They don't play. I think them and Clemson don't play until the conference championship game, which is a more of a plus to Miami.
For sure.
But I have Miami sneaking in at 10. And
11.
actually, or
11.
11. I actually want to just say that I had Texas Tech, Ole Miss, and South Carolina just missing. Whether one of those teams is 12 and Boise State.
I don't want
sneaks
your
in over.
honorable mentions.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
giving
didn't
it
ask
to
for
you.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it.
Yeah.
I am going ASU here. I also do not have them making or winning the Mountain or the Big 12. But I think this is a year the Big 12 can get 2 teams. So I was surprised to hear that Chuck is in agreement with me.
I switched Miami and Texas Tech. I had Texas Tech and I erased it and put Miami.
Mhm.
So I did switch. I did have Texas Tech making it. Charlie, 11.
LSU.
Ooh.
I think
Spicy.
I'm leaning SEC here. There's a lot of SEC blood in this top 12 for me this year.
Yeah,
It's just played out that way. When I looked at the teams and I looked at what I thought the schedules would play out as, and like since we're not going necessarily like division win, or the division winners get in, but like it's going to be top 12 teams. LSU has Nussmeier. Once again, we've put the pressure on Kelly. He's got to get it done. Like they need to be somewhere in this fucking top 12.
So I have LSU at 10. For the exact same reasons of everything you said.
I'm going to go Miami here at 10. I also think ACC gets 2 teams in this year. I liked a lot of the teams in the SEC. There's a lot of teams that I like. But I looked at those schedules.
Cannibalization.
Yes, I feel like they're going to cannibalize each other.
That's why I went LSU over South Carolina. South Carolina, and we talked about it, I think 2 pods ago, runs through a fucking shitstorm at one point.
I had them both on my list.
Yeah,
and I took them off my list because of the schedules. I'm like, they're just going to eat each other up.
Dude, South Carolina, look at their schedule, everybody. Dude, it's fucking tough, man. They have probably the hardest schedule probably in football, I think.
Outside of my top 3 SEC schools, the rest of the SEC play at least 6 ranked teams, minimum.
Love that.
So in a lot of those situations, I can see those teams getting 4 losses, and if that happens, you're out of the playoff. I don't care what they made, what changes they made to the rankings.
Who you got at 10 there? He said Miami. You, Charlie?
Oh, wonderful. Georgia. UGA, I think that because I have a couple other SEC teams in front of them. And, I mean, that team, don't get me wrong, Kirby Smart is a monster as a coach. They just have kind of an unproven kid at quarterback. They lost a lot in the draft per usual. I don't think they're going to be as explosive necessarily on offense as they have been. That defense should still be good, but I don't know if it's going to be elite. So Georgia at 10.
Perfect. Number 9 for me is Oregon.
God damn it.
I think that they're still going to be there because of how good that team is, but I think that they're going to slide in because they're in the Big Ten or the Big Ten.
Yeah, exactly.
I have them just over LSU.
Agreed. Okay.
I actually think I flip-flopped those teams when I was actually doing it at one point.
Sure.
But, yeah, I went with Oregon.
All right.
Number 9.
My Big 12 winner, Texas Tech.
That a boy.
Oh, shoot.
I like where you went there.
Shoot. Okay. So, you stole my thunder.
Oh,
Oregon at 9.
Dan Lanning and Oregon at 9. Yeah, it just makes sense with the layout of the Big Ten right now.
Well, and he's too good of a coach, and they recruit too good to be
sure.
To
they're gonna be off of the top of the block, but they should still make the 12.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They're going to be 3rd in the Big Ten. When it comes down to it, maybe 4th. Yeah. Number 8 for me is Arizona State. And the only reason they're at 8 is because they have played in a weaker conference and they're not going to get the votes to be up higher.
Okay.
Arizona State, Dillingham, you're my dude. Sam Levitt, dude, I can't wait to see this year with you. I think he is an underrated Heisman hopeful. But yeah, Arizona State at 8. I'm not moving off my guys.
Hey, man, if there's one thing I know about you when it comes to your sports business, it's you stand on your takes.
Number 8. Trev. So I was doing some thinking on the spot.
I am.
That's true. We are.
Yeah, because I didn't have mine ranked. So
right.
It's a toss-up between 2 teams that I
give us your thought
here.
process.
And let me look at one of their schedules real quick.
Chuck, give me your 8 while Chuck's looking at
BYU.
That's your Big 12?
Yeah, it's my Big 12 winner, and I just think that
you're not moving off them either. You've been pretty high on them.
I can't. If I put it on wax, I have to. My 12 has to reflect this. I took that into consideration as I was ranking them, right? Like, I just think that this team they did name a quarterback, but that defense is going to be good.
The quarterback situation.
They have a very favorable schedule.
The quarterback situation is what flip-flopped from that.
I understand the skepticism. But I'm trying to be a year early, I guess, I'm trying to be, and I got to once again stand by what I was talking about. So BYU at 8 for me.
Oh, salute, Trev.
So I decided going with Oregon here.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to take a step back because of everything they lost, but then I look at that schedule and it looks like they should still run through it pretty easily.
Correct.
I think they should be one of the better teams in the Big Ten.
They don't get Ohio State or Penn State.
Nope. That's why.
That's why I remember looking too. That's why I had him where I've had him. Number 7, ladies and gents, I'm going with Alabama. I still have faith. I think Kellen DeBoer is a good coach. I'm a big fan of him. So I'm excited to see what they do. They also got Grubbs back as their OC. Right? He went back to them, didn't he? Mm-hmm. So a little reuniting. I'm excited to see what Bama does this year under Kellen. So I'm going Bama.
Luck of the Irish, Notre Dame. There's some questions, but I feel like I might have ranked them even too low.
I have them up 1. So but I just think but you're in the right mindset because Notre Dame gets what? 2 big games? Sorry.
3 big games.
3 big games.
They got open with Miami. Mm-hmm. They also have, who else did they play? They played the following week. Let me pull that up real quick.
Charlie, who do you got at 7?
7 is Miami for me.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, Charlie. That's high. I like it.
I think their Notre Dame loss. I think Notre Dame snags that win. And then after that, they don't see anything except for maybe Clemson in the conference title.
Yeah.
And then as a 2-losser, they can still make it if both of those games are close.
Notre Dame's other ranked opponents is A&M and Boise State.
One of those 2 will not be ranked later in the year, though.
No, Texas A&M's their second game, so they sort
of saying later in the year. One of those 2 teams will flub it.
Boise State,
probably. Hopefully, as a Nevada boy, you can't give no love to Boise State.
I don't mind. They bring a lot of money to the Mountain West for them winning.
Just to speak on Miami, since you brought them up real quick, though, I mean they do play Florida, who's highly ranked, but their schedule is brutal as shit.
I don't think so. I think Florida's a better team than Miami.
Okay.
Well, I just think Florida has another one of those schedules where they run into every fucking SEC
Bama,
team.
Georgia. Yeah, no, Georgia they always play because that's a rivalry.
I mean, they also play SMU, who is ranked. But we'll see if they can continue what they did last season.
SMU's going to be a fun team to see.
I'm glad that Florida's running the gauntlet.
Chuck, number 6.
Now we're on to number 6.
I'm Notre Dame for the reasons of who they play and who they don't play.
Okay, so I feel better about my Notre Dame at 7.
They don't. They don't have. They got the 3 or the 2 back to back, but after that, they should win every game after that. You know what I'm saying? So I think Notre Dame's there, and I don't think they can get a lot higher because of who they don't play.
And they play both of those games at the beginning of the season.
They'd have to literally go undefeated for them to be any higher than this. 1 loss, this is where they're at.
I have Georgia here.
Good call.
I mean, it's hard to count against Kirby and what they've been able to do, but I don't feel like this is really their year. Their team is a younger team, actually.
I have them at 10, bro. So yeah, I completely agree with you.
I'm a 1 up on Georgia for the reasons I said because they play so many people.
Well,
and the voters are going to not vote against. They're going to look at strength of schedule. Notre Dame, Clemson, these teams' strength of schedules aren't going to be as high as like a Georgia or a Bama or a Texas.
SEC schools. Any of them, whoever wins out of the SEC.
Correct.
Yeah, no, so that's why I have Notre Dame at 6.
Nice call. Yeah. We're all right about the same page with them. Dude, I hope you guys jump on that Marcus Freeman train. I don't really want to be a Notre Dame guy, but Marcus Freeman's a different dude. I think he's an amazing coach, and I'm really excited to see what the true freshman has. Dude, if he's legit, you could see an undefeated Notre Dame team.
It's not out of the realm for sure.
Hey man, defense wins championships, bro. And we know they're going to be right on that.
And that's why I have Georgia at 5 because of that statement. Georgia's defense over the years has been amazing, and Kirby, they're just going to keep being amazing.
Just check out the Philadelphia Eagles, dude. I mean, that's basically where they've gone over the last 2 to 3 years.
Now it's all about what you can do with the quarterback that we saw. Right, we all saw him, so we can if he can come up, and they always have playmakers. Georgia just is talent. Now, if those guys get hurt, it's not like the Georgias in the past that had all the backups because of the NILs. But I still think Georgia sits here at 5.
This is where I put Bama. Like I feel like
DeBoer's
second season, you got a lot of returning players. I know it's a new quarterback, but that team is loaded at wide receiver. You have plenty on defense. Like, I don't think they're going to have last year happen again.
We're at 5?
Yep.
It's Bama for me, too.
Oh, all right.
I actually think
you.
Hold on. I think we might have a problem.
Uh-oh.
Why are you talking to me like that?
Because, Chuck, I don't think your top 12 is going to work.
Oh, because I
you
don't have.
you don't have a non-top.
I
team.
don't.
So
I
you are
don't.
going to have to dump Arizona State.
Oh, you're totally right.
Or you're going to have to
Or
dump one of your
LSU.
SEC teams.
No,
so
I get
we'll
you.
finish. We'll finish, but I think I was waiting to
okay.
see if you were going to. And then once we got here, I said, he's not
no.
putting Boise State higher than this.
No.
So you got to
I completely
that.
forgot about that caveat because of I just thought best 12 teams.
But you still,
I'm sorry to yes, no, I will.
so
have
we'll
to.
finish. We'll finish out.
Okay.
But I was
No,
waiting.
I'm
I
gonna
was
come
waiting to
back
bring it
when
up.
you-
Maybe I
okay.
should have
I
told you
appreciate
earlier.
you. No. I'm gonna
so we're
grab.
gonna
I'm gonna
finish-
grab that one right now. You can
You think about
we're gonna
that
keep
while we
going on.
continue.
Absolutely.
All right, number 4, and probably the only reason they are at 4 is because I can't stand this fucking team. I never will stand this team. I will never root for this team.
Same.
But they are hella good. They have 2 of the best players in college football in Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs.
Yep.
Quarterback is a big thing. You
Question.
lost offensive lineman up the wazoo last year. I think you might have lost all 5 starters along with who else lost all 5? Was it Texas?
Texas and Ohio State lost the most, but some.
I'm Ohio State here. I think just talent overdoes, but I have Ohio State at 4.
I'm like-minded with you here. I put them at 4 probably because of my hate for them, because I can see this team making the national championship and even winning. I think they're going to have the best defense in college football. They have so many returning seniors, even with what they lost. It's ridiculous.
They do.
They are freaking loaded on that side of the ball. You have the best receiver in college football. You have, a 5-star quarterback coming in, which we haven't seen yet.
And the running backs are all new too.
The running backs, that could hurt them along with the offensive line. That's why I've decided on 4 for them. But that defense is going to be fucking good.
Penn State. The reason being that they're my second team in the Big Ten.
We'll get to where I have them.
I think that they're legit. Don't get me wrong.
No, I do too.
I think my top 4 is going to be the top 4 in some order, but
I do too. I think we're all. Oh, I can see that we all have the top 4 teams.
Yeah, I think we all have the same teams here. Just the mix.
My number 3 is Tejas, just because of the gauntlet they have to run. I think that I'm really interested to see Arch, but I'm also really interested to see everything else they lost. They lost cornerbacks, they lost receivers, they lost offensive linemen. They lost a lot of shit, but they have the best recruiting class for how many every years. Stark does a great job. We've seen flashes of Arch, and you'd be like, wow, that looks really good, or that looks mediocre. So now we're supposed to see the big stuff. Like this is supposed to be the coming. Well, if you have that quarterback, it's pretty easy to overcome other things. We've seen it year in and year out. When you have the dude behind center that he's supposed to be, it takes over for other options. And he's a runner too. So I got Texas at 3.
I also have Texas at 3. I know we talked about what they lost. I believe they still have 4 senior offensive linemen on that team. Like this offensive line might be, it's going to be better actually than last season.
It's just rolling.
And now you have Arch Manning with all that hype.
He runs too,
and you got that coach. They're going to be a hard team to put down.
Charlie,
Texas is also at number 3 for me.
Look at us.
That's the first one we did across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
Yeah, all 3. That's the first one. We've had 2 here and there, but that's the first one. My number 2, and the only reason they're not at number 1, because I actually think they could go undefeated. And if they do go undefeated, there's a 1-loss Penn State able to stay above a 0-loss Clemson because of the ACC. I don't know. I have Clemson at 2 because I don't think the voters will put them at 1. Even with a big dub at LSU. Then you don't really play anybody for a long time,
No,
and then you have kind of like a middle of the road, and then you play South Carolina. Well, the South Carolina already kind of get their shit kicked in all year.
Who you got number 2?
I also have Penn State. I just think being in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's Clemson.
I have Clemson at number 2.
Oh, I have Penn State. I think just playing in the Big Ten, they're going to suffer at least 1 loss. And
but they don't play. They have like an easy Big Ten schedule. It's crazy.
They do. They have one of the easier Big Ten schedules. That's another reason
they get
I have
Ohio
them
State.
ranked.
They get Ohio State.
But they do have Ohio State, and I think they can lose that game. They can lose the conference championship. There might be that one game that they still lose, but I think they're still going to be ranked at the top.
I like what you did at Clemson at 1.
I went there because
of undefeated.
I think they're going undefeated. I really do.
I do too, but I just think a 1 loss, whether it's Ohio State or Penn State,
you think a 1-loss Penn State
or
over
1 loss
Clemson?
Texas, they'll
Undefeated?
put over an undefeated. Charlie, who do you have it to?
Okay,
because it's kind of you Ohio State or Clemson.
Clemson.
Because of the thought of that they're in the ACC, or because Like, what's your thought process on that?
So I think that I think Ohio State will go undefeated. I think they will handle Penn State. That's why I have Penn State at 4. I think they will handle Penn State. I think that they will adjust just fine. I think they're going to beat Texas, which is why I also have Texas at 3. Like, I don't want to. I have put my heart into a lot of these takes, and it's put me in a lot of shitty situations. So I'm trying to go head over heart in these. Don't wink at me. I swear to God, I hate it when you fucking do that. If you guys ever pay attention to this, he winks at me at least once a pot. Anyway, Ohio State, I hate to put them at 1, but I'm going head over heart.
I went Penn State. I think that the only game they have a chance of losing is the Ohio State game, and I'm going to say that Drew Allard and Singleton are
enough to get him over the hump.
Well, and the other running back, and you brought in 3 transfer receivers that are supposed to be legit. I think offensively, if Drew has to take the next step, they beat Ohio State. If Drew doesn't take the next step, Ohio State wins that game, and my rankings are wrong because then it's going to be Ohio State, Clemson.
I love that we all have 3 different teams for number 1, though. But we all have like the same top 3-ish, I want to say.
So who is your national championship game? I have Clemson, Penn State.
Same. I have Clemson winning.
I do too.
Oh, fuck.
I have Clemson, OSU.
And you have OSU winning?
Yeah. I have a back-to-back happening.
Damn, back-to-back.
I hate it.
Just like in the Dynasty.
We're coming for you, DP.
But good job. Me and Trev, though, ended up with the same final. Damn it. Okay.
We'll see. We can make changes up to next week.
Who's your change?
Yes. I have come to a conclusion on a team that it's funny. It's going to kind of feel like it's out of nowhere, but this team is what pulled. I looked up. They're in a Power 5, Northern Illinois. Okay,
Illinois.
Yeah,
I mean, I love that.
Over Ohio State?
Not over Arizona State is what it's going to have to be. Yeah.
Did you watch that coach drop?
No.
They were doing like coach interviews, and he was great. He was fucking great.
That's just one of those teams, dude, that just they sometimes go on these miracle runs, and they could be due for one. Because I don't think Boise State is going to be that team this year. I understand why that there's the faith behind it, but there's got to be a team behind them that I think is going to be the noisemaker.
A lot of people put Tulane as that team.
Dude, that's not a bad take because I have heard some good takes.
Yeah, Tulane's been another popular pick. UNLV's not too far.
I would honestly looking on it, Arizona State would have to be the one that I would take off because I think that then that would take me down to one team in the Big 12, my Big 12 winner.
So I'm the only one with 2.
So let's review pod bets before we go to break.
Let's get it.
So we are going to take whoever has the most in the top 12. We'll count one by one.
Okay.
And then 2 points if you get them right in
the
their
position itself.
So we'll add that up. That's one hat bet.
Okay.
Next hat bet is all 4. Which we have a lot of the same winners in the conference champions.
Right.
And that's after conference championship game, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Conference winners. Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing conference winners, top 12, Heisman.
Yep.
And
national
The Heisman would be a little tricky because
we might not. If none of us get it, none of us get it.
Okay, all right. So only if you hit because we all have a different Heisman winner.
Correct.
Okay.
And I do want to ask Trev if he needs to make a change on his Big 12. You have Big OSU winning the Big 12, but you have Penn State at 2. Do you need to change that?
You need the Big 10?
Yeah, Big 10. So Chuck has Texas SEC, OSU Big 12, Big 10.
Yeah.
BYU Big 12. Clemson ACC. Trev has Texas, OSU, Texas Tech, Clemson.
I'm swayed to Penn over OSU. I hate OSU too much to pick them.
Okay.
Maybe that's a bad pick. I don't
Hopefully
care.
that'll keep a hat off
I'm
my
making
head.
it.
Hopefully that'll keep a hat off my head.
So, well, really, it's going to come down to who wins the Big 12. I have Texas, Penn State, ASU, Clemson. All 3 of us have different Big 12 winners, all the same ACC, all the same SEC. So Trev's the only one with Ohio State. So Chuck's the only one with Ohio State. So he could have some type of nullement if something happens.
Okay.
So, and then, so we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 hat bets and one college football.
when you catch college football season.
But they're
great.
long.
That's
It's
fucking
long.
great.
It's a long season.
It's one that it doesn't just come down to like a week or two.
Yeah.
right?
Then
Like,
those are gonna have to be paid out, and that's
Absolutely.
week after week of
I mean-
possible losses or wins.
It's amazing.
Well, and whoever wins can pull it whenever they want.
Right.
You might have to sit on it and not know when your hat's coming. Think you got this nice hat you just bought. You're showing up to pod 160, and all of a sudden you got to pay off a fucking bet. I'm not losing none of these. So until I have to do that, I had to wear that shit ass Niners hat.
Yeah,
for-
you
for
got
my
Oklahoma
last
City
hat.
Thunder
champs, baby.
You got an Oklahoma City Thunder's champions hat. You're gonna have to wear.
That's not true at all. You can't prophesize. You don't know.
I am
I mean,
definitely
you just gotta
prophesizing.
lose one of these.
But I have to
college
be the
football
bottom. I was
bets.
going to say, but I have to be. You have to be the winner, and I have to be the bottom.
Bottom.
That happens a lot. We're gonna take a break, fill up another beer, and then we'll come back with our West and our West takes, which are going to be
West
our
takes.
last our last division, and then next week we'll do our review of
Potential recorrections.
Yep, and MVP, all the kind of awards next week, and Super Bowl winners next week too,
Football
which will be another 4 different hat bets as well. So lots of different hats could be changing hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Only 4.
I'm gonna have to go buy some different hats to make these motherfuckers wear them.
You can go buy a Dodgers hat.
Oh God!
Don't do that.
Oh
Oh
God!
God, I would. Oh,
Because me and Trevor both hate the Dodgers.
I know it'd be a thing.
don't give the Dodgers any more money.
I know, God. It's not like they have enough. All right, let's go get those stouts, boys.
Welcome to Balls and Brews, or back to Balls and Brews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Welcome back.
Cheers, everybody at home.
This
Second
smells
segment.
delicious. Hopefully, it's not too thick.
Oh fuck. That's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not as thick as I was fearing it might be.
Yes.
It's also not as sweet. Yes, thank you.
Which is also a plus.
Agreed.
Correct.
Hardywood back again. 2 pods in a row out of Richmond, Virginia. This is a dark chocolate peanut butter porter, and it's an imperial that ranks in at
Again.
9.2.
Contains peanuts and lactose.
That's probably what cuts down on,
The
Excuse me.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so,
Overpowering
we're going
imperial.
to probably be burping our way through this here. Yeah.
sorry.
Would you say it's funny, I get actually more peanut than peanut butter. I get peanut butter, but then the last little part to me is just kind of like peanuts, a little salty almost.
The finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that might be part of
I
the
also
imperial.
did just
Yeah.
eat McDonald's right before it, so maybe there's salt left on my palate because of that. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, we'll see how it opens up. But yeah, this was another Trader Joe's find.
We probably should have started with this beer.
Yeah, we wanted to do the
It's
darts
got a-
together to compare.
It's
a
got
little bit.
more. Okay. So as peanut butter stout, or I guess maybe it's because it's a porter and not a stout.
I
that
think so.
It has.
It's more malty.
It does. Thank you.
Good call.
Good call. That's exactly where I was about to go.
It's more malty than it would be a stout. That's why.
And I think that's what lowers it on the sweetness, and I
Correct.
appreciate that. So I do enjoy it, and I gotta not just suck it down so that I let it open up a little bit, but.
But we got another beer to drink after this.
Got
Well,
another
we'll
beer
see
drink.
about that.
So-
Saying a chugger.
We are about to finish our previews of the divisions, and per usual, we always hold out on the West because that's the West Coast is the best coast, and that's where our boys are at, right? So
We the West.
we the West,
I
we
will
the
be.
best.
I will be making revisions next week.
Okay,
I might be as well.
all right.
But
I
we'll
will.
see.
I will take a look at the end of the pod, and then I will recalculate over the week to see if there's maybe. I feel like I'm pretty solid in my picks that I have had, but things can still kind of shake up a little bit.
I don't know.
Well, there was 2. There was one I was just bullish on and I shouldn't have done.
Fair.
And then the other one, I just feel like I need to do something because we have the exact same fucking thing.
All right, so here we'll do AFC West first, and then let's go over all 4, and then Downey, I want a detailed breakdown of what you expect out of your season. Okay.
Okay, because I was going to suggest on the NFC West, I would like to go last
Okay.
and then, last team last
Right.
or first.
Move up.
Right. Four,
And then
four
I would
through
or
one.
I would like to go 1 and then 2 and 2.
Do you want to do that for your AFC as well?
Oh, we know I'm last. I mean, you guys are all going to say Raiders. I'm going to say Raiders.
I wasn't sure. I mean, last year
Well,
you were a little
that's
higher on
okay. A
them.
little foreshadowing here. Yeah,
Correct.
I guess
Everybody's saying Raiders.
Well, let's
right?
let's launch into our AFC West. I think that we do 4 through 1, and then you give us your Raiders.
Do you want to go first or last for this start of this?
That's true. Do you want me to go?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
All right. So number 4
is
Fandom
Raiders
out.
Is Raiders. The only other team that could finish 4th would be Chargers, but you would need an injury to maybe another offensive lineman, and or it does. Or if Ladd gets hurt, you have no weapons because right now you have no weapons.
Not really.
I don't know if Najee's back. I think I'm surprised actually, as I know Trev's list for next week. I'm surprised you didn't write Omarion Hampton down as Rookie of the Year.
I thought about it. I thought about it real
think,
hard, but
I think
with Slater going down,
correct. I think he's got a shot. So I think your defense is good, but not great. You just lost an offensive lineman, and you did not address anything as the Chargers in your weapons department. You have a quarterback that is just praying for another weapon. The dude throws one of the prettiest balls in football.
They swung and missed 2 years ago with
Correct.
Johnston because they did try to get him in that wide receiver draft.
So they did pick Trey Harris, the kid from Ole Miss that we liked.
Heard that he's had problems with his hands in camp too.
So you got Ladd, and then who else, man?
Yeah.
Keenan Allen's going to play 6 to 8 games.
It's a pretty dry desert over there.
So they're the only team I feel that can finish 4th on the Raiders. I just think we're going to have, and there is a shot that we get in 3rd and we make the playoffs, but that is all on the predication of offensive line plays good. Then our offense is going to be pretty explosive, I feel, and I think it's going to be different explosive. You're going to have 2 tight ends. The Thornton kid, I think, is going to open up shit. I do. The offensive line, yeah. And it's all because if the offensive line plays good, Geno has time, and then you're going to be able to run the ball with Genty.
Yeah.
And that's what Geno plays on. Geno is a play-action quarterback dominantly. He has a good arm, but he needs the protection of a play action. He needs the protection of not knowing when you're running and throwing the ball. Once you know when Geno's throwing the ball, that's when stuff starts to kind of break down. So you need to be able to run the ball. Defensively, we are what we are. Our cornerbacks, I've been preaching it for fucking years, are not good enough. We needed other spots. We missed not going Gonzalez and taking Tyree. I'm still hammering that home. That is a miss. Gonzalez would have locked down part of the field. You don't have a lockdown. And you're playing in a division with people that love throwing the ball all over the field. You're playing with – think about the 2 offensive all 3 are offensive coaches, but 2 of them, Sean Payton and Andy Reid, do things offensively that are just amazing. They are with the McVays and the Shanahans and, the Kevin O'Connells. I have 2 of them in one division, and they both have good quarterbacks. So defensively, is Max is going to have to go crazy. Somebody else, Kuntz is going to have a great year. That's why the Trey Hendrickson thing's really interesting. But
does that change how much?
If you ain't got Trey, you could argue the 2 of the top 4 to 5 defensive ends in the league. You wouldn't be unstoppable.
What do you think about Tyree Wilson this season?
I don't know. They say he's making an improvement, but that's just I want to see it. Christian Wilkins. That's a big loss of what could have been. We have guys that have played well. Adam Butler's played well at that spot, but that loss of what that would have been is huge on what your back end isn't.
Exactly, but at least you had those guys get experience last season because of him being out with
Correct.
The injury. So it's not.
And we drafted 2 rookies that are going to rotate in at defensive tackle. We are super young, and a lot of it predicates on the youngness.
Tackle draft.
But you're also relying on Thornton to be a huge dude outside. He's had a great camp and some good games preseason-wise. And then you're relying on you're going to have 2 tight ends that I think have a chance to be the number 1 tight end in the league and like the number 7 tight end in the league.
Yeah. No, I have the Raiders there. I think we all have the Raiders there. But I also, I think it really comes down to their offensive line for how well they can be in the West. If they can challenge
Correct.
That 3rd team.
You could be with a good offensive line, you could probably push the 9-10 win mark. But you play look at who you play look at 6 games of or 2 against the Chiefs, 2 against the Broncos. number one defense, great coach. Bo Nix is up and coming. You have the best quarterback coach combo maybe of all time in the Chiefs.
Yeah.
With Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
Rich division.
And if you think about the Chiefs' weapons, people are like, oh, no. They could be really poised to do a lot of good things with if Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy running this way, Kelsey coming across, that other kid, Noah Gray's starting to come around.
Hey,
the Rice kid,
Rice.
who shouldn't be playing, but
he is.
Another conversation. So, Charlie, go for it. I'm out.
I've been waffling between putting the Chargers or the Raiders here in number 4 because of the lack of it's funny to think that I think that there's more juice in Las Vegas potentially, but I don't know if it's all put together. Harbaugh came in and plus 4'd this team last year.
It's just hard to put them at 4 with the coach and quarterback.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. You lose one more. Like if you lose, what happens if Vlad does get hurt? Which we're not.
If that offensive line falls apart, regardless, then skill position means nothing.
Who are you going to go to?
Yeah.
Like you have nobody on that.
I know that's where it's where the long season might play into the Raiders' favor there, but on paper right now, I will put the Raiders as 4th. I think that I can't believe Pete Carroll and Geno Smith are. It is hilarious how the NFL works, Zach.
And I think we're on the up and up, but I think we're playing in a really tough.
You got a really tough division. You got a champion, Geno Smith.
We'll see.
That's your quarterback.
I'll stand up for him right now. I have the Chargers obviously at 3. I just think there's not enough.
I think there's going to be a clean
our 1 and 2 maybe be different, but Chargers 3 again. Not enough weapons. Amarian Hampton, I'm excited about. I think he's great for Harbaugh in that offense. Yep. Where's your other outside threat other than McConkey?
And Keenan Allen's the only other receiver, dude. I'm telling you. And
they're not running Gerald Everett out there at tight end again, are they?
Yeah,
they do have my boy Will Disley though.
He played okay.
I do love Diz. Love Diz.
You're hoping for someone to develop, and that's not going to happen right away.
No.
Right, I would agree.
So if you sustain an injury there,
right.
So like if Vlad
3-4 could flop pretty easy.
And I think we have more. I think if our cornerbacks were better, I'd put us at 3. I think our pass defense is going to struggle, and the offensive line is not yet. I think we're getting there. I really do. But if I can't, offensive line is the most important unit in pro football.
Just gave Colton the new contract.
Yep. Parnham's been playing. We're right there.
Okay.
All right.
Invest in the offensive line.
My number 2 is different.
Really?
Yes.
You are not putting Sean Payton at number 1 in this division.
Chiefs are my number 2. I want to see what the offensive line looks like, and we talk about how the weapons could be good, but they actually have to be healthy and actually have to be good.
Okay.
The potential of their weapons is amazing, but that's a whole lot of potential. Kelsey didn't look good last year. Offensive line has taken some beatings. They need a lot of rookies and young dudes that play well. And right now, they kind of miss. They've kind of missed on some of those young guys. Pacheco's coming back. Rice, like we said, is coming back. We'll even see if he's still what he was from 2 years ago, whenever he played last.
But still, that's a help
and
to the room.
The defense is still. I mean, they got a really good corner. Karlaftis had a really good year, but I am putting the Chiefs at number 2. They're stepping back.
I considered that, but then I went Broncos. I just go I love the Broncos coaching. I like a lot of the pieces they have. Bo Nix, year 2. I know he's an older quarterback, but I still got to see more than just one season.
Oh, my phone.
I was going to say, I was asking what you were looking for. I also have the Broncos at 2 because I'm not insane. Because the Chiefs haven't taken enough of a step back, I don't believe, to rescind that number 1 title. I do think that the Broncos are nipping at the heels, and It's not to say that the flip-flop couldn't happen. Anything can happen when you're 0-0. But odds play to the idea that Patrick Mahomes, Spags is still there. Yeah.
Like if they lose him, then I'm more apt to make that change. But as of how it stands right now, going into the season, I'm not betting against that.
So I really enjoy what the Broncos did drafting Jade Barron to pair with Patrick Surtain.
And who else?
Taking some of my Niner players.
Who else? That defense
Hufunga and Greenlaw.
That defense was already top
Real
defense.
good.
It's way better.
So-
that defense is
so
the best defense in football.
I'm not saying that it's a bad argument to put him where they put him, especially because Sean Payton has been, I would say, underrated since his return.
And now they got a tight end.
The Ingram, right? They brought in Evan Ingram. Okay.
But
so
Bo Nix is second year in system. The receiver from Oregon, second year in system.
I'm still just until the NFL proves me different. I still have to put the Chiefs at one.
That's the camp I'm in.
Like Mahomes is the only guy who's got an argument right now.
Clutch. It doesn't matter if his
Only guy
numbers
who's
aren't
got an
great.
argument.
Well, it's exactly why I'm going to switch next week. Because we're going to be the exact same in 3 of the 4 divisions.
If you're
Really?
in,
Oh my gosh.
if you're in
pretty close.
a final possession and you have
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes going out there for, you have faith. That's a good feeling.
So next week I'm switching that, and then I'm going to switch this next week.
I'm considering switching this if Hendrickson signs somewhere else. I don't like that.
So 3?
You can't trust that defense to be
Yeah,
any good.
but Joe, then you can't have those two at 1 and 1.
I haven't, as of now, I haven't made that change. It is something I am considering.
Okay, look,
Because
consider it off pod.
Well, I'm just saying. Hendrickson is a big piece.
Yeah.
Yes
Micah
and
Parsons,
no.
Parsons hasn't signed either.
He led. Oh, I have that written down right here where Michael still hasn't signed. Cowboys over.
McLaurin hasn't signed. Hendricks hasn't signed.
Yeah.
All 3 of the big ones have not signed, dude. I mean, and what are you going to do?
What are the Commanders doing?
The Bengals
out of all of them, what are the Commanders doing? Why shouldn't they? He's not even asking for he wasn't even asking for Chase money. He knows where he's at. He's like I think like 5 or 7 million less.
You're not helping your young quarterback out.
Not
by
at all.
Not signing him.
Terry's 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons and growing connection with a volatile weapon. There's no reason he should not be out there.
Dude, and were you going to ask what are the Bengals defense going to be without Trey? They're
Well,
going to
no,
be
what I
17
was gonna
sacks
say,
less.
I
They're going to be even
understand,
worse.
but they were already 31st.
They're going to be 32nd.
Yeah, but you're losing the best player on your bad defense. You don't want to help your best.
I don't
And Sam Hubbard retired.
Yep. That
So
is
you lose
correct.
both.
Well, that's why
defensive
they
ends.
drafted Shamar Stewart, but he's supposed to be a project. So anyway, we're talking about the AFC North. Thanks for the sidebar.
I mean, it's all football.
All right, so we are now. Be real with me. You're not going to flip the Chiefs to number 1 next week, are you? When you think
No,
about
I'm solid.
how
I'm
stupid
saying-
it is.
I'm
to-
saying
to
solid.
put Denver- Okay, all right.
I'm saying solid, Chuck.
Look at Bronco Country. Let's ride.
Conviction.
Well, I don't really want to say that. I'm not going to say that.
Don't say
Hey,
that.
I'm using my head. I could
I
have
know.
wrote the Raiders at 1 and
I
just taken
understand.
that out.
Now since we're going to be keying into the NFC West here shortly, it's why I wore my hat.
Yeah.
Same.
I have an ace hat on.
I was rocking. I'm rocking my.
So I'm
Adams
assuming all of us NFC West number 4 is Cardinals.
Yes. That's probably the only thing we'll have the same. I'm guessing.
Why don't I go first on who I have, and then we can all talk.
However you want to do it.
We're going to do third. So we're jumping basically straight 3. We're not going to mention any. Let's talk about the Cardinals real quick. We have to talk about the roster.
The Cardinals are an up-and-coming team, and I think Jonathan Gannon's a good coach. I have no faith in who plays behind center.
Same. That's my reason.
Not in meaningful
Your first
games
7-8 games are going to be good. After that, you'll win 6, maybe 7 games. Kyler Murray is not buying in. That's what I'm worried that Caleb could turn out to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still right in that
Caleb's
Caleb
bigger,
train.
bigger arm, bigger person. But can he?
But he needs to show us this season.
But can he read? Is Kyler just all flash and then you figure it out and then you can't? Look at what happened the last so many years. Good at the beginning of the season, shitty at the end of the season, and it's not Cliff Kingsbury.
Here's where it needs to really come down
so many
to.
years, 1 year.
I think
in the
is
league,
that he's too small to be a one-read guy since he doesn't see over the line. He misses the middle of the field for the first couple of seconds, right? So he has to wait for shit to open up on the edges, right? Like he doesn't necessarily see the field the same way a guy who's 6'4" can.
Did you guys hear Trev's boy Purdy was on a podcast about a month and a half ago and said that there's 50% of the throws that he makes, he doesn't actually see the receiver he's throwing to.
Sure. I didn't hear that, but that doesn't surprise me.
He's a shorter quarterback
me. I
too.
didn't
Right.
hear either.
It was
So,
he's answering to
and Murray is an inch shorter than Purdy,
Or
an inch
not
and a
two.
half. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
that's
like,
a big difference
right.
when you're
So
throwing a football.
he's
dude.
predicated on getting out, shifting lines, moving off of like he can't
To
just
open up his
He's not just
visibility.
dropping back and smacking a slant,
No.
which is
like what Herbert and some of these other guys can
Purdy.
just
Beautiful.
turn and throw.
right. Absolutely. That's
Timing.
Absolutely. It's a very different game that Kyler has to adapt to. Now, when it works, he has 2 weeks out of 17 where he's QB1 in fantasy. He has these crazy games where he'll go for over 303 tuds and 80 on the ground and another tud.
Correct.
He'll do that like once or twice a season.
Yep.
But consistency is not
Boom or
even
bust
close.
every
Yes.
game,
Yes,
every
it's
week.
volatile on the roller coaster for sure.
And I don't think they improve until he's not the quarterback.
I just worry. I don't worry, being that they're in our division.
Yeah, here we
But
go.
I just feel like they might lean him over the coach, which I think would be the
That's a
bad
bad
decision.
Jonathan Gannon, I think, is a good coach.
I would go that way in too. I'd let Kyler go and give him another shot.
So I'm going to give you my one first, and then I'll tell you who.
Top.
Well, then I'll tell you who's 3 and 4.
Take it to the top.
I got the Rams at 1. Best coach, best quarterback. I'm a little worried about that right now. Stafford's back.
Yep.
But I feel that defense is what the Rams have done drafting in the last so many years, along with the Seahawks, along with the Eagles. You've transformed teams. The Rams have just done it just a little bit better, where you've gotten the Verses, the Friss, the Kobe Turners, and you have completely rebuilt a defensive line that is now one of the best front sevens in just the draft. You've added Devontae Adams to Matt Stafford's repertoire. Puka another year in the offense. He's mastered the offense. Kyron Williams running the ball. I would have liked to have seen the Rams go for a running back in this draft over Blake Corum, but maybe they like Blake. I don't. But I think you're right there. It's all on Stafford's back. Right now, if Stafford plays Super Bowl, Stafford doesn't play, they could be the team in third place and not at 1. But I got Rams at 1, leaving you guys at 2 and 3 respectively at this point in time. In my opinion.
Do you still want us to go up from 4? Are we still just going 3, 2, 1? You and I?
How do you want to do it?
He started at 1. We can start wherever. We can start there.
I can give you my 4, and then you guys can give me yours. Why don't I do that? So I got at 2.
Okay,
here we go.
Okay.
I got 2. I went with the Seahawks a smudge over the Niners because I think no matter what of the Niners' easy schedule, I think the Niners team right now is in so much disarray offensively with injuries, and I don't know who's playing where or when anybody's coming
a trade
back.
Just this week?
They traded for 2 people. They got Sky Moore and Brian Robinson.
I forgot
Jr.
they did the Sky Moore trade.
Brian Robinson Jr. is a good trade.
I agree. I like that move. Sky Moore, not as much, but we need it.
They need
It's
people. They
so
need
sad.
butts and seats right now. Basically, that's what they
Health.
need.
Yeah.
Actually, he could turn into our returner because
Oh, he's gonna.
Well,
That's
at
what he
least
does the best.
If he gives us that's good enough.
He's made no improvement receiving.
Yeah,
Right.
And you're
that's
going
the
from
worry.
Andy Reid to Kyle Shanahan. If you didn't improve with Andy Reid, you ain't improving with anybody else. I don't think.
Probably not.
Well, Patrick Mahomes.
But
is
you never
throwing the
know,
ball.
and a fresh spot can it makes a difference for players.
It's
but
no-
I'm
I-
not counting. I'm not holding on to.
If Prime
for
Brady called me up and said, "Hey, I want you to come play with me, but you got to take a little less cash," I would go and do that, right? Like if you have the ability to go and play with a top tier quarterback, I don't think Purdy is a bad quarterback. He throws with great anticipation and can lead a receiver and can do some good things on a football field. But you cannot lie in the idea that is a downgrade going from Mahomes throwing you balls to Purdy throwing you balls.
This is
dispute that at all.
this is this is my Brock Purdy year.
Brock Purdy.
This is the year where he either stays in that 12 and maybe moves into the 10, depending on what other guys do, or he's at 15 and will always be at 15.
Okay, all right, so
this is the year where you're like,
Put
dude,
up
can
or
you?
shut
So
up.
wait, I love. Okay, so
Put up
you
or
were
shut up.
going Rams, Seahawks, Niners, Cardinals.
Because I think the
love that.
Niners, team in general, even though they have an easy schedule, is just in disarray with who's healthy, who's not healthy. I know CMC's coming back, but is he really going to be CMC? And this is the Brock Purdy. If Brock comes out and has a great year, I'll think about putting him from like my 12, 13 into the 10-ish.
Okay.
But this is the year
So
where if he
here's
doesn't
what
come
we'll
out,
do. Here's
he's
what we'll
after.
do to wrap up this segment here is let's go alternate with 3, 2, 1 for us, right? And then you can give me some Niners. You can give yourself some Niner love, and I'll give myself some Seahawk love, right?
And I do
Well,
think
we want to touch on the other teams though too.
Sure.
And I do think the Seahawks defensively have a chance if everything comes together with what the players are to be a better team than the Niners.
Give me your 3.
Trev's 3 is...
Man, I went this conference or this division.
It's tricky. It is tricky. It really is. If
I
you're
thought about
taking
this
Yeah.
as much as the NFC North, which was my toughest division to pick.
Okay.
I mean, I actually want the Niners and the Seahawks to be the best in this division because I think they have the strongest fan bases. I think it's good for the pod. I love the friendly rivalry. Seattle is going to have probably the best defense in the division, I think.
Them and Rams are fighting it out.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that take. But I have questions about that offensive line. I have questions about that quarterback.
So you're Seahawks 3.
And so I'm Seahawks 3 because it's the beginning of the season and I have hope for my team.
49ers 3?
Correct.
All right. I expected that.
Correct.
Same reasons I have.
I mean, to expand upon, yeah, for sure. And
though.
Okay, so they're going to get handed a loss week 1 coming up to Seattle. So, already off to a bad start.
That is a crazy week 1 game.
I love it.
The NFL nailed week 1, dude. They really did because it's probably the most scripted week, right? Like, it is for sure the best week traditionally. Like, the opening week the last handful of years has been awesome.
Been fire.
Yeah, so I think the NFL understands to start with a bang because then after that, you're bought in anyways, right? Like, come week 2, you're like, well, now we're just NFL regular season. Like, so if week 1 is fucking epic, you're just locked in from the start. So, Sam Darnold coming back, Clint Kubiak coming back. Anyway, so I have, the Niners at 3 because I think that there's not enough continuity there. And then where the continuity is older. I think Kittle's still an awesome player.
Missing Ayuk really hurts at receiving.
Well, yeah. Although I will say that in the preseason, it looked like Purdy and Pearsall were having a good connection.
I want to see what if Ayuk even comes back
lot of loss on defense as well. A lot of loss on defense. You try to supplement the draft. We'll see if you can pull a Rams, and if you hit, because you drafted like 3 defensive linemen, right? Like,
yep.
So if you can hit on that, because that's where you need that. That's where you need those. So I get it. And like Charvarius Ward, he left, so your secondary is going to be a little different. I know Malik Mustafa had a good year until he got hurt.
Yeah, he's still on the.
So no, there's still pieces, and Saleh coming back that's
my biggest
for those of you who are uninitiated to the San Francisco 49ers or local sports, as it were, kind of here in Reno, is because I get a lot of coverage of the Niners anyway, just because it's fucking everywhere, right? Like, and
you're in the
that area. 3-year stretch where he was and I also I'm an NFC West fan, so I got to keep up with the Niners. I got to kind of know what's going on with them, and that 3-year stretch, he was elite. And if he comes back in and he dials you down to 24 points a game, Purdy can get you 27. I mean, not every game, but he can.
We lost Greenlaw, and he's great. One of my favorite linebackers that we've had.
Sure.
But Saleh gives me confidence that our linebacking core isn't going to...
Scheme over talent sometimes?
Well, I think we have bodies that fit the profile that he wants to play with, and I trust him to make them...
Did that other shit lister get picked up by anybody?
No, Devondre came off.
We can take him off.
He's been off, but I just want to know if he got picked up.
No, he did not. All right, so number 2.
Out. Number 2, I went with San Francisco. They're not going to be number 1. I'm not going to do that.
I can't believe I'm going to do this with everybody.
I know.
I can't believe we're going to do that.
You're going to do it?
We'll get to that in a second, but I know my team's is going to have growing pains. I feel like with the soft schedule and
soft.
With Saleh coming back, I think they can round into form later in the season. That is my hope.
So let me ask you something then.
Okay.
The identity that has to be the propeller behind this team is what? Is it CMC healthy?
Yes.
Yeah, because he makes the offense go.
I agree. And I think that regardless of what you have at wide receiver, even Pearsall, if he's a 1B or a 2, if CMC is elite,
then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Then we will be in the playoffs. If
that
CNC
guy is so
healthy,
good.
We are
that guy
for sure
is
in the
so
playoffs.
good. I've loved Christian McCaffrey his entire career. Like
Put that on wax.
That's a whole lot of ifing.
Sure,
but with the number one
Everything
team is
is
a
zero.
big if with that quarterback's back.
everything at 0-0 is a big if.
I
bro.
trust Matthew Stafford. more than-
And that's why I have the Seahawks at 2. I have to look
We're
at
both
where the state of the
Very
NFL
similar
is.
here.
Exactly. And like
You and Chuck are the
You
same.
did win 10 games last season.
I sure did.
And you
I
made
sure
a bet
did.
to win 11.
11,
Otherwise,
yeah,
he's
which
fucking-
is why I would love to be number 1 in this division, and I hope that
I just
that
feel
does
like
happen. I
If
don't
you
mind
would
being
just put
wrong
your-
here.
If you would put yourself number 1, we'd all be different.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You can still
I
think
know-
about it.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
you
it's
have
true.
the
I do-
defensive
I-
coach, and that
Stop.
defense
I-
could be better
don't gas
than
me
the,
up. Let me
the
explain some
Rams.
things.
Gas him up, Trev. Gas him up, bro.
I just, how strong is that fandom?
no, it's very strong, but it's also very aware.
Yeah.
Aware.
up.
No, I get you there. Fuck.
Dude, I have consumed a good amount of off-season Seahawk stuff, just people talking and listening and buying into the smoke. And it's hard because as a homer, they say all the right things, and
Sure.
all the right guys feel like the right guys right now because it's all everybody's juiced. Like, I think that we made a statement by trading Noah Fant, saying that our TE room is better than people think. I think AJ Barner and Elijah Arroyo are going to be great. I think Zach Charbonnet is going to be excellent this year at running back. I think we have identified at least 3 out of the 5 positions on the offensive line. The other 2 are going to be a little iffy.
You
but
did draft Zabel?
Zabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically our right guard and our center is going to be where the biggest competition on our starting offensive line is. KW9, if he comes back healthy. JSN, I think Cooper Kupp's got more tread on the tires than people are giving him credit for.
Helps in this year.
I don't disagree, but I think that we're not going to try to use him. I think he understands. I think he's going to understand where his part on the team really is. Torrey Horton Jr., come on, bro. This guy's been playing out of his mind so far.
Well, and it doesn't, I think, even matter that much because I think you just lean into what you're good at. It should be defense and running the ball.
Sure. No, that's why Charbonnet is going to be huge.
Well, and that's why Kubiak was the guy that got picked up. Play action.
Yep. No, it makes sense.
Because
it makes a lot of sense.
We need to be like it can turn into a frustrating game, but if you are a run committed team,
if you control that line,
you know what that means though is you have to commit to even on the games where you're kind of not. The whole scheme depends on them trying to stop the run. Yes, so. Run
Punch
through a
him in the
motherfucker
fucking
face.
face.
Run through a motherfucker face. Like, and he's got the get God pod, dude. I'm gonna get God, sure, and I'm gonna get mine more than I get God. I love Marshawn, dude. Shout out to Beast Mode.
All right,
but yeah, no, I do have to put number 1 Rams. So we are in unison on the number 1, just because the coach Stafford has had injuries
coach
preseason,
and Stafford
comes back and it has looked
getting
great.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Getting Devontae Adams might be the scariest thing.
With Puka, oh my lord.
When I originally
And
voted
then
up,
Tutu to take the top off, because Tutu Atwell is kind of an underrated wide receiver.
And
I'd say.
Higbee should be healthy this year
Oh,
too.
good TE. It's a good TE.
Offensively, dude, you have a chance
Go
to be
for it,
number
Toad.
1 offense.
I was going to say this could be one of the best offenses in the league. Originally, I wrote them in as a team that I thought could go to the Super Bowl. My holdup is just Stafford's back. If he gets hit and he misses games, they could be 3rd in this division easily.
Correct.
Easily.
Sure. No.
He is the one person they cannot lose, and there is a health concern.
This whole division, even, I can't believe I'm saying this, even the Cardinals, if they do find that ceiling season, can snag 10 wins.
Yes.
They can.
Kyler don't know no 10 wins.
I don't think so, but it's not out of the realm. It's not crazy.
You're
It's
exactly.
maybe just a
You're
little
not
crazy.
talking New York Giants getting 10 wins here.
They have a hard
Come on,
ass
Jackson
schedule.
Dart.
He's look good. I hope they don't play him because they have such a hard schedule. Just let Russell get his ass.
Take the
kicked.
lumps,
Well,
absolutely.
they open up brutally. I
Yeah.
want to see Jackson Dart week 5. I think you bring him
Against
in
the Saints,
that week.
that's when
yes.
they play.
Let
the
him
Saints,
roll.
yeah.
He's looked really good, but I thought he was going to look really good.
So
I did.
Anyways,
So in the NFC, boys, our East is the exact same, and I don't think anybody's flipping anything. North is completely crazy. Our South, you guys are the exact same. There's only a change between 1 and 2 for me. NFC West, me and Charlie are the same. Trev is a little different.
So do I, because not only that, but looking at the teams that made the playoffs last year, you know there's going to be that change. And we are very small on change between all of us.
Well, we're going to have our playoffs. So let's go to the AFC. AFC East, we are the exact same, except Chuck has the Jets over the Dolphins. AFC North, I'm going to end up changing mine, so I will have the exact same as Chuck. Trev will be I'll have the exact same as Trev. Chuck will be different with the Browns at 3 and the Steelers at 4 if Chuck's changed anything there. Hey. AFC South, I'm flipping Texans and Jags. Otherwise, all 3 of us are the exact same in that division. And then the AFC West, I'm the only one different at the top with Broncos and Chiefs. So there's not a lot of differences. But the playoff teams could be different because you can still get points on your team finishing like this and not have playoffs.
The NFL is highly unpredictable, especially because there's only so few games. You catch, unfortunately, one injury, a couple of turnovers go the wrong way, a couple of bad penalty calls. Like, there are things that happen in the NFL. You don't have a $1.62 like you do in Major League where, all right, you went on a 5-game slump, but we're a game out. We're going to be fine. Like, you don't do that in the NFL. You go on a 5-game slump, you're pretty much considered dead in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so one injury, one guy's taking a step forward, one coach making better calls. Like, that is why the NFL, I think, is king, is because the storylines are so dramatic.
Yeah. So next week we're going to go our playoff teams and all our awards, and I'll make sure if we have any switches through our divisions, we'll do that too. T won't be with us, but Kai will be stepping in T's spot.
Hey, welcome back, Miss Lane.
So we'll be rolling. So it's gonna be a fun little. It's a lot of football next week.
We do have some guests in the works. It looks like we're definitely not getting in a second beer unless our fandom is stretched.
So let's jump into fandom. We talked about where we're at right now. We'll figure out where we finish next week, which is going to be super exciting. But let's jump into fandom with our NFL.
Yeah, well, I think it just has to do with football as the precipice of. Well, we're technically in college football. Week 0 does matter. Those games are regular season games. Yes, absolutely. So
we got Thursday game.
Friday bunch game, of Thursday for Saturday. Yeah, and a Sunday. Because oh my God, we didn't mention that.
Cuts are on Thursday.
Oh, dude.
Your team goes to 53 on Thursday.
All teams. 32 teams cut 37 guys.
Yeah.
27 guys, sorry.
It's going to be interesting to see.
I don't know what 27 times 32 is, but it's substantial. Yeah.
Well, other teams will cut a couple extras to pick up somebody else.
Well, and a lot of what will also happen are guys that you've kind of negotiated with to come to your practice squad.
Aiden O'Connell broke his wrist. He's out 6 to 8 weeks, so we're probably looking for another quarterback.
I did not
Cam
know that.
Miller right now. I forgot about it. He got hurt last night. Cam Miller out of North Dakota State. He's played really well, though. I like him.
So you think he's going to be the two-man?
Well, right. They were talking at the end of last week that maybe he would take over the 2 spot from Aiden, but Aiden going down leaves us a quarterback short.
You think you bring in a Kenny Pickett? Or?
No, I think we're looking more like we'll see who else is out there. One of those weird Johnsons or Millers.
Just
one of those guys that's kind of like Bridgewater. We'll look at who, like some of these other teams have like 6 quarterbacks on roster right now.
You're just talking about the Browns.
Yeah. That team's
we're not diving into that. Okay, so for the fandom and our football love, I want to ask you, what is your favorite football game you've ever attended live?
Oh, it's the Raiders, Tennessee Titans AFC Championship game. Number 2 would be Nevada beating Boise State.
That's probably my number 1. That was just so, that's so good. That's so good. We had Cap, everything, that game just went back and forth. The field goals is fucking freezing. Nobody cared.
Well, then they ended up beating Boise State and Luke Kuechly in the San Francisco College.
I saw that too. That was a good one.
Yeah.
The Kraft Bowl.
But all about
San Francisco Park.
Seeing the Raiders win the AFC Championship to go to Super Bowls, easily number 1. I've been to a ton of pack games. I've been to some fun pack games, like big time scores back in the day. Even some of the Carson Strong, Jay Norvell games got pretty cool. But yeah, Boise State easily probably one of the best.
Quick sidebar: how is not 81 retired for the Raiders?
I don't know.
Timmy Brown
gets overlooked by everybody. He might as well get overlooked by my team. I have him as the number 2 receiver of all time.
I just see that there's a new 81.
There's a fandom for you. Golly.
Okay, I'll put him at 3.
Dude, no, 1, 2, and 3 are inarguable as far as
Who's 3?
It's T.O. It's yeah.
He cried and whined. Tim
So
Brown's
what?
way better.
And he's
receiver.
got a lot of touchdowns.
Tim Brown played with the most quarterbacks in like history.
Look, I don't want to shit on Tim Brown. Don't
You
make
are.
me make this argument. No, I'm just saying that
T.O.'s a waste.
Freak Owens got his first touchdown. What's up?
gotta start somewhere.
But yeah, that's my favorite football game. 2 is Boise State. After that, I'd have to really look. We've been to Notre Dame, UNR. It was just cool seeing Notre Dame. Like
Sure.
That's a badass stadium. That's a badass campus.
I got to catch one Apple Cup when I was a kid, which was
Nice.
excellent. Yeah, right before it was the old Husky Stadium before they renovated it, so it was a little run down. But I was a kid and I was super stoked on it. I got to see the Seahawks shut out the Niners on a Monday Night Football game, which was pretty rad. 28-0. The rafters were shaking. This is like the Matt Hasselbeck era. So this is
The Legion of Boom.
This is
Before?
pre them, but this is when you were in your
Oh.
dark ages. Like this is when the Niners were real bad. So
Would you-
beating up on them wasn't a big thing.
Who's your running back? Was it like Ahmad Green or
No,
No,
not
that's the
that far
Packers.
back. He was also a Seahawk. Ahmad Green was also a Seahawk after the Packers. But you're getting closer.
Is that Sean
Like,
Alexander?
yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah.
That's even better though.
Yeah.
Matt
it was.
Hasselbeck, Sean Alexander. Remember they went to Super Bowl and
Yeah.
lost to the fucking
Steelers.
Steelers with Big Ben?
You know? Thank
Right?
you.
That was Big Ben's rookie
thank,
year.
Thank you for that second year. No rookies ever won it.
That wasn't his rookie year?
No rookies ever won the Super Bowl.
Have you been to a USC
Not
game?
as a starting quarterback, anyway. Sorry.
Just curious because I know we're both fans.
Yeah,
I've
no
been to a
US.
game, but it wasn't a big game, so
I feel like, dude, that stadium's massive, but it's all the way in LA, right? Like that's getting down to that
Well, and
city
they-
where
yeah.
that would be.
It'd have been cooler to see like the SC of like the Reggie Bush SC.
yes. If
Carson
you saw
Palmer.
any of those games,
That'd
it'd
be
have to be
sick.
up
Even-
there.
Even the Sanchez even the Sanchez years would have been badass because there was some electric years there too.
Cheers, Pete.
Oh, all of us have a tide. Now you got to Pete for the Raiders. Pete got me my chip in Seattle. We all are Pete Carroll fans.
Well, he got me a chip at USC.
I'm not going to talk.
He won 2 of them, even though they don't.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to talk
we're
no
not gonna
shit
talk
about Pete
about that.
Carroll. He brought back. He kept culture alive after.
He won 2.
Because we were going for his history.
We were going
Okay.
for 3 with the. That's one of the greatest games I've ever watched on TV.
Then okay. Let me ask you something. What major? Let's do college. I feel like would be what college stadium do you want to see the most, and what NFL game, if you could go to, would you want to see the most? Would it be your team in a Super Bowl? Would it be an NFC Championship at home? Would it be, or an AFC Championship at home?
Oh, I've seen the AFC
I guess you
Championship
technically
at
have seen. Yeah, that's dope.
home. And I don't know if I
That
want to
is
go to a Super Bowl.
Okay.
I would have to be in a suite. That's a lot of people. Am I getting it? I'm not paying the money to go Super Bowl.
No, none of this has anything to do with us paying the money. This is just,
College football. That's huge because it could be LSU. Could it be LSU and Bama would be easily
Top of the
LSU
list.
in Bama in Death Valley would be probably up there.
I mean, even Austin now.
well, yeah, Austin with some of that stuff. Austin, Oklahoma would be fun. That'd be crazy.
oh, the Red River rivalry.
But
Yeah.
Wisconsin, I think, is very underrated.
Dude, that would be so fun, I think.
Good Wisconsin versus like a good team would be awesome because they shut down. But it's LSU.
Well, they're a college town. Madison
It's
is
LSU.
strictly a college town.
That's why I would love to
Yeah.
go to Matt.
It's the same thing with going to like a Nebraska game when they matter, right? Because Omaha is not a big city,
Right.
so like
LSU, Bama in Death Valley.
Even like West Virginia
Night
singing some
game.
country roads with the crowd. Penn State. Oh my God.
Happy Valley.
Happy
would be
Valley.
Happy
nuts.
Valley would be sick.
Since I work for,
But I'm thinking big because LSU, Bama's bigger.
Yeah. Or Death Valley at night.
At night,
LSU, Alabama.
Because it did,
that
like,
is bucket list
Penn State's
material.
good every 4 years. So you got to catch it at one of the 4.
Yes, true.
The Georgias now, and Georgia for somebody big in
Ooh,
any
in
South
between the hedges, yeah. Any SEC,
any
cream of the
South
crop
Georgia,
SEC would be Ooh.
Georgia, Bama.
I
Georgia.
wish they never changed the name of that rivalry. They used to call it good old fashioned hate, and they can't call it that anymore. Like
just any of that stuff, like any of those
no,
SEC
college ball
matchups.
is life down there because they don't have much NFL. Mississippi doesn't have an NFL team. Alabama doesn't have an NFL team. Like most of the southern states, like you have Carolina, you have New Orleans, and you have Atlanta. That's about it in the South. Like the Bible Belt doesn't have much pro sports, so their college sports are insane.
I mean,
we have Tennessee.
Florida's crazy with football, but the only good pro team looks like the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
somehow.
no, Miami's gonna fall off the fucking dock this year. If they were questionable last year, oh dude, McDaniels does not run.
McDaniels is
a
my
reasonable
first coach.
program.
If we did our
hot seat,
which
seat.
I think we missed this year, McDaniels number one coach on the hot seat. I think he's done at the end of this year. He is so soft.
He just needs to go back to being a coordinator.
Coordinator.
He can't hold the team accountable.
He
can coach a team.
There's no culture.
No,
he can call
because
plays.
There's no accountability.
He can call
He's
plays.
soft. I'm sure they run right over him. They don't look at him and respect him in the way that you should your head coach, right? And I don't want to demasculate the man because he could be an all right dude, but he does not command respect. You don't go out to the podium and giggle and laugh and ha-ha with the media. That's not what your team wants. Like, whether it's funny or not is a different story. I need you to go out there and be Stonewall and deliver the fucking message, and we're going to come for you. We're coming through a motherfucker face. That's what we're doing. We're not out here being the fucking dipsy doodahs. Like, we weren't running a play, Max. We weren't running a play. That's a shout out to Dickie Vitale, dude. Shout out March Madness. That's one of my favorite times. You want to talk about fandom. But yeah, the Dipsy Doodog. Got a little mustard on it, baby. Come on.
Did you have any other questions?
Football wise?
Yeah.
What is the first jersey you ever owned?
Ooh, Steve Young, I believe.
Nice. Downey?
I probably had that. You know those ones where you could buy in the you bought like the helmet that was like hella weak sauce, and you got like a jersey with it.
Oh, sure. Yes, yeah. It was kind of more of like a Halloween costume mask. It was a little package deal. I remember those.
Tim Brown.
I love to see. So then there you go. Okay,
he's my dog, dude. 81's my guy. That's like that's my most favorite NFL player of all time is Tim Brown.
No
football player,
Howie Long or Charles Woodson.
Those guys are like 2, and Charles Woodson probably 2. Howie's a little bit
before you.
Seawood's a bad motherfucker.
Seawood's 2 because Seawood also was on a Packers team that I rooted for because Clay Matthews, and I rooted for that Aaron. That Aaron I rooted for.
I remember that you did, back in the day.
And so they had a lot of dudes and Clay was USC, and Seawood's been my dude forever. So Seawood probably be 2, but 81. Max right now is climbing that charts. He's he's at 3. Because I don't know Howie. And same with Bo. Like, Bo and Marcus are all kind of like a little bit like...
They're legends, but you didn't get to appreciate them.
Right.
I'm more before your time.
I'm more Napoleon Kaufman and stuff like that.
Good shout out, Husky, baby. Yeah, Napoleon Kaufman's a bad motherfucker. Corey Dillon, well, that's just Washington. He didn't play for the Rangers.
Do you have any plans of getting a new jersey?
0. I might buy... I don't buy jerseys with people's names. I get like my A's stuff that's just like... An A jersey,
right here. Like you get the front of the name, not the back name.
Correct. I don't put any because my A's they don't stay around long.
No, they really don't.
The only person that if I ever got a jersey would be Max. Right now,
Crosby.
Max.
Max would be.
But
if
I could hang stuff up, I would have a Mad Max, Brock Bowers, and I probably have a Genty jersey. I would have bought a Stafford jersey 100% the day he signed. 100%.
You were hype on that, bro. There was about 10 days of smoke for sure.
Dude,
where you were like, "It's coming, bro."
If Matt Stafford had signed, I would have bought the jersey that day. I'm not a big jersey. I'm not a big jersey guy.
No, that's same.
I'm more of a hat guy.
If I get another jersey, it'll be Kittle. I probably will get one.
I got the JSN throwback jersey the day it dropped because I wanted a throwback and I wanted a rook. So that one was pretty. I'm a jersey guy. I do like jerseys. I have a Cortez Kennedy, Earl Thomas, and JSN. I was thinking about getting a Gray Zabel jersey. Maybe let's go.
I need my
big man.
Talking about jerseys and guys you like because I had McGuire jerseys back in the day. My dad was talking to Grayson at Eli's birthday. and he was talking to him, and Grayson said, I wasn't there. He told me later, or Dad told me later. Oh, yeah, my 2 favorite baseball players are Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. And my dad was like, oh, cool. And he goes, Grayson came up to me and goes, these are my 2 favorite players. I was like, yeah, I talked to him about Brent Rooker for the A's and Nick Kurtz. But they aren't there yet, and we haven't had a dude to get behind. It's like been sad. Like if you think about like the big 3, some of those guys, we haven't had a dude in years to really start standing behind. And my son is referencing dudes on other teams.
In MLB, or you're just talking
MLB?
About,
just MLB. It's crazy. My A's haven't had like a dude to stand behind for years.
A good while.
My son is referencing, because A's are on in my house all the time.
Sure.
Where he's referencing Judge and Show as his 2 dudes.
I mean,
that's 2 dudes to go. That's 2 dudes to root for.
It can make sense. Like
they're on fire.
We on fire.
Put it out.
So I'm excited for next week, fellas. We're picking
a little bummed that T-Money ain't gonna be here, but
sorry, out of town.
We'll fill it in with Kai, but T, make sure you get us our 7-7 AFC NFC.
Yeah, I got a hard copy. Rough draft. We'll see if it changes.
And then we also got how many other awards? Is it 7? I wrote it down while we were talking.
Yeah, offensive, defensive.
I wrote 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
2 teams playing in the Super Bowl and Super Bowl winner.
Yep.
Huge pod next week.
Dude, yeah, because we're gonna make y'all some money. We're gonna make y'all some motherfucking money.
And we'll talk about our quarterback thing that we're gonna get into off pod. How we might give you we talked about doing a quarterback thing, picking the best quarterback every week, and just seeing if that was like a way to pick teams. It's just kind of like a
barometer.
Yeah, it's just kind of a fun thing we want to do. So we'll talk about that, and then obviously we'll give you our 3 picks of the week.
May have
our lock, stock, smoking picks.
May have a betting expert coming on too. We'll see.
We won you guys a lot of money last year.
We did. We're up.
Look, I am always happy when I get to put money in my pocket, not take money out of it. Like, I think this year even too, we're gonna die. I don't know. The NFL week 1's always fun. We hit the last 2 seasons we've hit week 1.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can make it 3-0 for you guys. That was pod 105.
I would like to get into like a survivor's pool if we could
find
that.
But that would be
so
internal.
Cool. That'd be
finding an affordable one to do.
Well, no,
because
that'd have to be internal
for the pod,
right?
To pick a team every week to do our survival pool. That'd be so badass.
I'm not joining $1,000 fucking
that's ridiculous.
pool. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
No, because
you're in the hundreds.
You're one loss away from there goes $1,000.
Well, but if it was 100, we all throw in like 33 or whatever.
That's much
and
more
then
manageable.
it's way more manageable. That'd be so cool.
No, I don't want to give $333, dude. No.
I gotta go buy some other shit with that $333.
Got the wife doing a $150 buy-in fantasy pot.
Is she?
Yeah, she's with the work league. I was like, damn, I've never done that much.
Her work league's $150.
Do they have any open spots?
Do they have motherfuckers who
it's full?
There's a waiting list.
She couldn't get in
last year because of she's been on this list to get in.
We could have thrown 50 into that. That'd have been sick, dude.
Well, it's
10, 12?
You think we have one team on?
How many?
Us 3 on a team?
It's a 10-league team right now. Or a 10-league.
Right, sure.
Give us 2 more teams and we'll put in. We got it. That'd be sick to be on the same team. We could figure that shit out. That'd be a good shit.
No. And they split it up too. It's not winner take all. They have a bunch of categories for seconds.
That's because there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money.
We got a fancy draft on Thursday, bro.
That's correct. Yeah, I got one literally. Today's Sunday, right? I got one at 6:30.
You got one today?
I got one at 6:30.
Is David not doing that league?
He is, but I don't know when the draft is. I do have a work league draft, but I don't have one with you guys. I think
that's what we tried. We couldn't get it. We didn't work on it. We didn't get it.
I don't know if Aaron had any open spots or because you're in his league, aren't you?
Right? And
why don't we jump on? Why don't I find one that we can jump on that's just a random one in some random league?
I don't want 3 leagues. I've ran a couple of years. But
it's just us 3 on as a coach.
Oh, you want to? If you just want to back end a 12-manner, but we wouldn't
have any money.
No, stay tuned for that. No,
we wouldn't have money. It'd be us 3 as the coach, one coach.
Yeah, no, I love that because I'm all for that. Find us a league on Yahoo or something that you can just jump into.
For sure,
and we'll just figure it out.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do have 2 leagues. I have.
Same.
I have.
Well, I don't. David needs to switch that.
I don't think he's gonna though. So
let's put because it's the flex sucks.
It's too much.
I'd rather just play a regular one quarterback,
it's
2 running backs.
Super flex all across. It's everything, right? Except
flex.
for one quarterback. You have one quarterback, and then everything else is flex. And a kicker? No kicker?
No kicker.
No kicker. A defense though.
Defense.
I would like to just do a regular league and then throw some. I'd throw 20 in. If he made it a player, I'd throw 20.
Well, that's
make it more interesting. I'd remember to do my fucking picks on that league sometimes.
Dude, fantasy football is great though. But so Trev's only got one league?
No, I'm 2. I got to work, and then I got David's, which is just for fun. Work is money.
Send me a text
that
when you figure out.
That does suck. You know what?
I want more money.
I don't. Don't we all?
Oh well, because it makes me enthusiastic about the team.
It's a more investment into all the games you're watching.
Of course.
Well, otherwise, I'm just
the reward is
we don't
bigger.
Love that enough just watching football.
I need to go throw some money on Genty.
I need to go throw some money on the Seahawks.
Dude, well, tell me, I can make those season long bets, but we got to get them in before the season starts.
But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on my own.
We should talk about. Well, you guys should talk about that maybe next pod.
We might
send them to me. I can make them.
I want to give you $100 then to put on the Seattle Seahawks to win over 8.5.
Is that what the over and under is?
It's 8.5. Well, yeah, because I also have 11-6 bet against fucking Josh for Pizza Baron. So I clearly think we're gonna win more than 8.5 fucking games.
If you lose that bet, you know how much beer he's gonna drink.
Oh, he's gonna just kill it for sure.
Oh my
God. No, it's yeah, I get it, but it's just one
You
person.
know how much beer you need to drink if you win that bet?
Oh, I will not be trying to keep up with him.
Well, you should because it's all on him.
If I win.
If you win the bet.
If I win, no, it's going to be food. I'm just going to order pizzas for days. Yeah, I need a pepperoni pizza. Yeah, I need a sausage pizza. Yeah, I need some wings. Yeah, I need some mozzie sticks. I'm gonna cram the food. Then I'm gonna bring a bunch home in a doggy bag because I'm not gonna eat.
Let us know what you think about the new writing. We're gonna change the writing on the shit list. We're going to do a stud list maybe in the next so many months. Just kind of let us know what you think of our new changes, and we'll see you next week.
We're growing. Things are coming. They're changing. We're getting some intro music. We're getting some
105. 105 did a little dribble at the end. But, if you stayed this far, man, YouTube, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Instagram, X, we posted on all of it. I'm putting together shorts and shit. We're going to be sharing YouTube shorts. I can't figure out how to do it on Instagram and TikTok.
We'll figure it out sooner than later.
We're getting there. So there's 105. Stay tuned.